What started out as a spur-of-the-moment idea to somehow find a way to help victims of Hurricane Helene became a true story of inspiration from three young Rhinelander men who described their experience as one that could only be led by God. 18-year-old Lucien Trudeau, 18-year-old Colton Collada, and 20-year-old Jacob Gross share their story.
Colton and I were at the gym one night, and there was a TV in the corner of the gym, and it was on the news about the hurricane, and it was showing all these videos of the damage or whatever, and I was on my phone and seeing a bunch of videos and pictures of it. And so we kind of just came to the agreement of like, you know, we have really nothing else to do, like let's go down there and help them.
Lucien said it was a very quick decision, one that at first they didn't know how to make a reality. But that's when things got interesting, because everything just fell into place as if it were their mission. At this point, the three eager young men weren't taking no for an answer.
So I quit my job to go down there.
The planning began with searching for an organization who could use their help. That's when they found a nonprofit organization called Samaritan's Purse.
So basically they respond to any kind of disaster, whether it's you know, like with COVID-19, when that came around, the pandemic, war disasters or natural disasters such as earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, and the like.
Lucien has family in North Carolina, so he reached out for a place to stay, and once that was established, reached out to their church, the Northern Lights Church of God in Rhinelander, to support them.
That's kind of when we started to open it up to the church, and the church gave us an overwhelming amount of supplies, like whether it was money or baby food and diapers, or just your regular household supplies like hygiene stuff, pillows, blankets, all that kind of stuff. And we actually rented a U-Haul to go down there.
When they got to Boone, North Carolina, they spent their time clearing debris, restoring homes, and helping victims. For each of them, their experience was different, but ultimately life-changing.
I don't know how to really explain it other than it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Like, I've never seen anything like that in my entire life, and it was very humbling.
When you originally get there, you don't know how small you really are, but you kind of learn that along the way. Yeah. And then it is just very, very awesome opportunity to be able to help those people out.
I think it kind of opens your eyes to the bigger picture of, you know, how many people needed the help and almost how little you alone could do. But, you know, grateful that we were able to kind of team up with people from across the country who have come together to volunteer and help these people who need it, you know.
They all agreed that looking back at the trip, they now look at the world a little differently.
It made me realize that everything that your entire life that you work so hard for can be lost like in the blink of an eye overnight like that. I think it really opens up your eyes to work for what really matters in your life.
Lucien said he believes that the work they did down there definitely had an eternal purpose behind it, and that there was no doubt that God was the driving force behind it from the start.
Over time, he slowly showed me more and more like why I was supposed to be there, and like that I was there for a good reason, for a good purpose.
Yeah, you know, it's with the sites that we worked on, there would be times we'd be driving down the roads and we'd see houses wiped out, but then we got to the sites that we were working on and, you know, the trees would literally fell around the houses. You know, there might be a gutter down here or part of the deck cracked here, but otherwise the trees just fell around the houses.
I was like, God protected these people's houses.
The young men said they struggled with leaving and would go back in a heartbeat to help any way possible, and are praying for another opportunity as there are years of work to be done.
The victims, they're shaken, but because of the community and because of people, you know, like people like us who are traveling down there to help them, it's honestly given them hope. And I think that's something that they really need right now, is just something to hope for. And so by us going down there, or by people volunteering, or by people giving, it increases their hope for that tomorrow is going to be a better day, you know. Yeah. It's going to only get better from here. It can't get worse.
They said if you ever felt like making a difference in the world, now is a great time to pursue those feelings and be the hope so many need. Because chances are, you're feeling it for a reason. If you'd like more information on how, visit SamaritansPurseVolunteer.org. Reporting from Rhinelander, Shauna Johnson, Newswatch 12.